Hi, welcome to the Harpswell Select Board meeting, Thursday, August 7th, 2025. We'll start with pledging allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jesus. I can't stand up, I can't sit down.
We've been sitting here too long.
Oh,
Poor Dave.
Anybody wants to contribute, look on the agenda for tonight, and you see how to get on here through the Zoom meeting. All right, adoption of the agenda.
I'm going to ask the board if you could remove item number 6. We're
Yep.
not yet prepared to recommend a mill rate or present you with recommendations on a mill rate.
Yep. Public comment? Nothing? Select Board announcements?
silence on this end.
Yeah. Town Administrator's report?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, everyone. I do want to start tonight by making a recommendation that comes from both myself and Mike Drake, the Fire Administrator. We have 2 new hires we're recommending for per diem positions, and I'd like the Fire Administrator just to speak a little bit about the candidates, if you would.
And then they have to make a 10-minute speech.
I told them they'd be out of here by 6:07.
I got a good reply back. It wasn't that bad. So we're recommending hiring 2 at this time. We saw enough money in the budget. Since we went to the 7-day week coverage, it's kind of constrained us. We're doing well at covering right now. But by chance, if one of our employees got injured, they broke a leg or God forbid something happened, we'd really be in trouble with coverage. So we thought it was best to hire 2 at this time. One of them's probably going to have more hours than the other one. The other one will be kind of fill-in. But we'll have them on board. They'll have gear, so they'll be ready to go. And coincidentally, both of them are current members of the Harpswell Neck Fire Department.
Excellent.
Anything else?
Well, I've had a lot of experience with one of these guys in particular, and I wholeheartedly agree with your decision. And Mr. Bradbury over there, I've worked with him too. And I think you guys are be an incredible addition to our team. So I support it a whole 100%. And I move that we hire them.
I second that we hire them.
I see no discussion. All in favor?
Like,
And for the record, it's Frank True and Parker Bradbury. Thank you both.
Probably could have mentioned their names. Nice
yeah,
one, Dave.
don't want to scare people.
In terms
Here
of
5 minutes early.
Yeah, no.
In terms of another vacancy, at this time, we do have a position at the recycling center, so we will be accepting applications for that position. I did want to report that the capital project on Peabody Road has started. So some of the
Well, it's
trees were
about time.
cleared, and Ray Labby, which is doing a lot of the surface work there, has started, and we're pleased to see that project moving forward. I think the people in that neighborhood are going to be especially pleased to see that project moving forward. The completion date is October, so it's possible it could get done in the next couple of months. Also wanted to report that we had a site visit yesterday at Mitchell Field for the boat launch, and there were 6 or 7 contractors who attended that meeting. So we do think there's a lot of interest in that project and some good companies that attended. So we'll keep you posted.
We'll see if those bids come in.
They're due at the end of
Gee.
August, so, yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. We do have some meetings coming up that I wanted to just announce and make sure the board and the public is aware. A week from today, you're meeting in this room at 4 p.m. with our state senator and our state representative. So Maddie Daughtry and Cheryl Golek will be here. It's an opportunity for you to have a discussion with our elected officials in Augusta to talk about the priorities of this board, the legislation that's recently been passed in Augusta, whether you have questions, concerns, comments. It's an opportunity to have that kind of dialogue with your representatives. So we look forward to that. We did reach out to the planning board to make them aware that you were holding that meeting, and they were certainly welcome to come. Another important meeting coming up is the comprehensive plan public hearing. That's going to be Saturday, August 16th, 10 a.m. at the Harpswell Community School. The task force has held meetings around the community. They've been tweaking the plan, and actually, Select Board member Matt Gilly could probably say more about that, but I think they're reaching a point where they have a document that they would like the public to comment on.
Yeah, they were supposed to be finishing up the tweaks by the end of this week.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to have something prepared by Friday.
Great, thank you. So we hope to have good attendance at that meeting. And just another FYI, Senator Susan Collins her representative contacted our office, and they have asked to hold office hours or constituent service hours here in the meeting room. So that's going to be on the 21st of August, 2 to 5. People should make appointments with that office if they need help with any issues that they're having with federal agencies. If they have any concerns about federal legislation, they can contact and make appointments to meet with staff members on that day. So it's a 3-hour period of time. And that concludes my report tonight. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Consent agenda.
I will move the consent agenda, which has the usual items in it, as the minutes, the treasurer's report, and the authorization of the warrants.
I will second the consent agenda.
No discussion, I see. All in favor? Here's what we've been waiting for.
So this item is coming back from 2 weeks ago. Our Recreation Director, Katie Neal, made a recommendation to the Select Board. She's previously talked with members of the Recreation Committee, Town Lands Committee, others who might be interested in knowing that we were exploring changing the rule for dogs being on leashes on the accessibility portion of the Cliff Trail. So we wanted to give the board a little time to think about that recommendation that came to you. We also wanted to make a point that at this time, we weren't suggesting opening up changes to other, locations in town and how the dog rules or leash rules apply in those locations, but that's something you might want to think about and give the staff guidance on for future timing.
This kind of gives us a chance to get our feet wet a little bit. I'd definitely go along with it.
Okay.
I will too.
You know me.
So this change would mean that dogs on the accessibility portion must be leashed at all times, and I don't know if Katie would like to add to that. I'm sure there'll be new signage. I think there was a question about which date you might want the rule to be effective.
So that's from here to the falls, right?
That is
Pretty
correct.
much.
Yep, and once you step on the cutoff trail or the Cliff Trail Loop, or if you were to access the trail from the transfer station, it would follow the current 10 to 4, but that stretch would be leash at all times. And we were looking to make the change either September 1st or 15th to give the public some time to hear about this and then us put some new signs out there.
Do you think, would it be worth
That-
having it in place before Labor Day? in
Well,
your
Labor
opinion?
Day is September 1st, and school starts September 2nd. So I think my thought around September 1st was, right after Labor Day weekend, folks are starting to migrate elsewhere, kids are back in school, and so maybe that's an okay time to make the change.
Yeah, I go with that.
That's fine.
Great,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
Need a vote on that?
Yeah, we do need a vote on that.
I move that we require dogs on leash, all dogs all the time, for the mobility portion of the trail, starting September 1st.
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Katie.
It's a good start. All right, draft warrant articles for secret ballot voting November 4th, 2025.
So this is really a draft list at this point, and it's to get the Select Board thinking about the items that you want to put before the voters in November. For a referendum article, it's required that it be presented to the town clerk 60 days in advance of the voting date. We are anticipating that the comp plan will be ready and moving forward for a vote. We do need to make sure that process occurs where there's a public hearing on the 16th and you get a final recommendation from the comp plan task force. The other items involve some emergency services related matters. We have the situation with a property owner in Harpswell willing to provide the town with space for a dry hydrant off of Bethel Point Road. We also have another Harpswell resident willing to provide space on a tower for emergency communications equipment. And then the last article has to do with accepting gifts and grants for improvements at Trufant Somerton Field, and that could include a playground, which we've heard people are interested in helping raise money for. So at this time, those are draft articles, have not been run through any legal review, but just staff looking for any feedback we might get from the board at this juncture.
So for the communications tower, there's a potential appropriation.
Yeah, we actually have money in a reserve, so I do want to talk with the treasurer about how much money we think we need to use for that equipment.
So there'll be a negotiation with the owner? Or how
No,
we can-
no, the owner's giving us space on the tower,
Okay.
and we have to purchase the equipment.
I see. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It will be our equipment.
Yep, okay.
So that's what the blank sum would be, whatever. the
Yeah,
cost
just
of the
going
equipment
over
would
those
be.
figures. I don't know if Mike might remember off the top of his head, but we've spent a substantial amount of money on the 3 towers already, putting new equipment on all of those towers.
So the
and-
hope is to get better coverage in Cundy's Harbor?
Yes.
Yeah, there's the dead zone down there.
Yes,
The
yeah.
money you guys have spent has improved. the
Can you
radio.
speak there, because people won't hear you at home? Thank you, Mike.
The money you guys have spent to improve the radio communications have made a very, very big difference.
We hope so.
You know, the east side of Bailey Island, we couldn't get out there. Now, you know, we can get out there. There's been a bunch of improvements. The only place we found was that far northeast corner of town up by Cundy's Harbor, where the road turns up high.
Oh, this should do it. This should do it.
Yeah, we were thinking about going off of Pittsburgh Tower, but it was quite pricey.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we've negotiated with a local tower owner.
Oh, yeah, Mike's
that-
tower is, that's pretty well situated, I would say. Yeah.
I would not be able to comment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. We good?
Yeah, any other thoughts on any of the articles, or everyone's
Good to me.
relatively on board? Okay, I'm sure they'll be tweaked a little bit here and there,
Yep.
but, okay. And your final decision will be on September 4th, after which they will be provided to the town clerk.
All right. Little Island Road Notice Award Contract, notice to proceed.
Yeah, so this is a contract that gets us back to Little Island Road to do a more substantial project to replace riprap that was taken out in the January 2024 storms. And I know our fire administrator, Mike Drake, has been working on this project for a number of months, and he has helped us receive funding from FEMA for this project. And we believe that it is coming in within the budget. You never know, there could be potential change orders, so at this time, things look good. We would recommend the Select Board sign it. The work is to be completed by October 15th, 2025. The town put the project out to bid, and this was our lowest bid, $116,900 from R.A. Weber and Sons, a local company. And we would ask the board to approve this contract, subject to the town receiving the performance and payment bonds.
So moved, and I think authorize Christie to sign it?
Yep.
I'll second that.
Okay.
No discussion, all in favor?
Did you want to add anything, Mike, or no? Okay, great.
Hey, Mike wants to go home.
Actually, one quick
Oh,
thing.
okay, good.
Surprisingly, we've already been allocated this money from FEMA.
Oh.
So this contract comes in under that amount, so.
By how much? You ballpark it.
12,000, somewhere in there. But we already did, Weber's did $14,000 worth of work to get the road passable after the storms. So we've already been reimbursed that by FEMA. They're gonna reimburse us for the engineering, which is around 24,000, and then 130,000 for the work.
Hey, by the way, thanks again for the FEMA work.
Yeah,
Every time these pops up, when you took the job, well, you know.
I got
emergency
one
management.
project left.
They told you.
You're not
to-
counting, are you?
Yes.
No, when he took the, oh, yeah. When he took the job, we gave him the FEMA job here in town. They go, there's really nothing to it, you know.
Yeah,
Just
and
go.
then January
And then
came.
January hit.
yeah.
All right, MMA ballot.
So this comes to you on an annual basis, but it's always kind of interesting because there's not really a lot of choice in the
No.
matter.
Noticed that.
Pretty easy, I think.
Yep.
There are several people looking to be elected to the executive board, and that you're seeing the nominations, so,
Well, they've been well vetted, and far be it from me to argue about that.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that you need to have a
choice
ballot
of-
signed by a majority of municipal officers or a municipal official designated by a majority of the municipal officers.
we go.
I move that Christie submit a ballot with these people's names on them.
I will second that.
No discussion, all in favor?
Right?
great, thank
All
you.
right. Public comment? Well, that would be a problem. Other business? Christie, anything?
Oh, I don't think so at this point.
Boy, we were close.
I think we're good for now.
We were close.
16
16 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh, at this point, we're adjourned.